What does $300 per night get you in Waikiki? What about $1,000 per night? Today we're comparing Prince Waikiki with the Ritz Carlton residences to help you figure out which one is worth it for you. We'll look at the pros and cons and also share some things we did while in Oahu. If you're willing to explore, there's a lot to do outside of Waikiki Beach. Big favor before we dive in is to give this a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. If you're new and you like travel, consider subscribing. Prince Hotel has a pretty interesting history. It opened back in 1990, replacing the Kewalo Basin Hospital. It was purpose-built and designed by Prince Hotels and Resorts Group in a pretty smart way that I'm still a bit shocked by. Unlike other hotels where you have to pay for an ocean view, all the rooms here face the ocean. The higher the floor, the nicer the view, but even if you're towards the middle or bottom, it's nicer than staring into other hotels and apartments. Prince Hotels is also a Japanese hotel chain, with different levels that range from S tier like St. Regis or Ritz Carlton, and more economic options like Courtyard. Funny enough, this isn't even the first time we've stayed with Prince. We did it when we went skiing in Nagano, Japan back in 2023. Prince Waikiki falls into the luxury urban resort range and is one of the brand's flagship international hotels and competes with Ritz Carlton and Halekulani Hotel, but tries to be different by blending Japanese hospitality with a Hawaiian twist. One big disadvantage of the property though is location. Technically, it's not even in Waikiki. It's located right at the edge near the Alawai Yacht Harbor and Ala Moana Boulevard, which marks the boundary between Waikiki and the Ala Moana area. It's about a 15-minute walk to the beachfront hotels and busier areas. If your goal is to party and be in the hustle and bustle, then this isn't really the best hotel for that. If instead you want to relax with Player 2 and enjoy the view, then this is perfect. Welcome to the Prince Hotel in Waikiki. Let's check out the view. So you do have a view of the harbor, some boats, and yeah, pretty beautiful. And if you are someone that's trying to enjoy the water and enjoy the sunshine, then this is an awesome choice of an hotel. I am actually a bit amazed that they have an open window for a building this high. I feel like a lot of other places, the moment you're above like 10 floors, they're not gonna let you have a space that can be risky. You can close the blinds down a bit more if it's a bit too hot for you, but the room itself looks pretty amazing. Lots of wood tones on the artwork, and also with the light. This is like one of the more unique lights I've seen. Could use some WD-40, but otherwise, yeah, looks cool. Got a double bed set up just to have a bit more room and not fight over pillows. Over here are going to be some plugs, so USB and electric, no USB yet sadly, and there are lights that turn on and off, and it is manual. In addition, there is a very old school phone if you need to make phone calls. The buttons for the blinds are right over here. I really like the artwork on the wall, bunch of Hawaiian flowers, but it's pretty subtle. It's not too bright, it's pretty classy. Over here you have a little table where you can sit and drink some coffee and enjoy the view while reading a newspaper or a book, or just watching a TV from here. TV is pretty decently sized, not the biggest in the world, but does the job. This is probably one of the weirder workstations I've seen, or desks I've seen, so it is pretty long. It actually kind of works out. So I'm someone that likes to put my legs out and like have them a little bit forward, and with a lot of other desks, your legs are hitting this like front. Not really the case here, which is awesome. Over here is going to be the Keurig machine. They have Tully's and also Pete's. Also green tea, unsurprising, and Earl Grey and breakfast tea. To storage, over here are going to be some cups and also the ice tray. And this one looks like a drawer, but it is a safe, so you can set a code and the whole thing locks up. Over here is the mini fridge. Pretty straightforward. I think the hotel does a good job with the essentials and then upscaling it to make it look nicer, and the view doesn't hurt either. If anything, I feel like this is the best view that we've had on this vacation. Storage area over here, closet, bathrobes, and also an extra pillow, which is nice to have because I feel like a lot of other hotels don't always do that. Over here is going to be the bathroom. One of the cool parts is that they do have a newer Toto. This is a more advanced model that has more options, pretty much expert mode. So for someone that wants to sit on the throne, pretty good option. Single sink over here, not too many other things they provide you with. So there's soap, and I think that's it. None of the other Q-tip and like other batch of stuff they normally give you. Shower is over here, so you can adjust it and makes it more convenient if you are taller. All the amenities are from Malai, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly.
Mali.
Tub over here. Ooh, this one's even shorter than the last one. So this is me trying to sit. I don't think I can straighten my legs here without looking like I'm giving birth. Our room is over here, and pretty much all of them on this side, about the same size. Maybe this is a little bit bigger, but yeah, pretty solid. One disadvantage of this hotel is that there are pretty aggressive resort fees and also parking fees. So resort fees are $42 per night, and parking is $45 for self-parking and $50 for valet parking. $5 difference. With the resort fee, you do get a few different things. So for example, you get access for 2 to the Honolulu Museum of Art and also buy one get one for the Waikiki Trolley Green Line. If you are visiting on a Sunday, be careful because breakfast ends at 9, and the main reason is because they have a brunch that goes on afterwards. So it is a bit tighter, but that's fine. For our stay, we were not able to get late checkout, but it's also fine because we are hopping on a flight pretty early that day. I guess some other benefits of the resort fee is that you get 2 free water bottles. They are pretty nice feeling. I already chugged through one of them. Yeah, it's like the thicker kind of aluminum style. There also are a lot of water stations throughout the property to refill your water. Here is a Prince Waikiki bag, which doesn't actually look bad. That and the water are part of the resort fee. I like their color theme though. We did end up booking this through the American Express Hotel Collection, which has a bunch of benefits. It is different from fine hotels and resorts, which are the top level hotels. This is one step down. You still get 12 p.m. check-in when available, late checkout when available, and room upgrades upon arrival when available. Less guarantees, more your mileage may vary. Also a $100 on-site credit for different things, and it does very much depend on the hotel. So here it works for food, the spa, but not valet parking, or the gift shop. In addition, you do get complimentary breakfast for 2 people for each day of the stay. Side note, if you want to learn about cards that get you access to the hotel collection, our fine hotels and resorts, and you want to support the channel, we do have links on our website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise, it is a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. Okay, let's check out the rest of the property. One of the big things you'll notice with Prince Waikiki is that it feels like a big hotel. When you walk into the lobby, especially if you do it around check-in, you're not going to be surprised to hear that there's 563 rooms. Decor-wise, pretty simple, but I really like the fish on the ceiling. On the main floor, you have the Honolulu Coffee Company and 2 retail outlets. Heading towards the elevators, you'll see a ton of water refill stations, which is convenient. You'll also run into Katsumidori Sushi Tokyo, which looked tasty with pretty good prices. Heading up a floor to the mezzanine level, you have a business center. Above this is 100 Sales, which offers a panoramic view of the harbor and also where breakfast is served if you're booking through the hotel collection. On the 5th floor, you have one of the highlights of the property, the infinity pool. You get stunning views of the Alawai Yacht Harbor and the Pacific Ocean. Great way to spend sunrise or sunset. For the few times we visited, it was surprisingly not busy, which is a stark contrast to the lobby. The pool area is perfect for relaxing. There's a ton of seats and cabanas. If you want to order snacks or drinks, there's the Hanana Bar. Obviously, you probably want to explore the area, but if you need a break day or a break hour, this is a great spot for it. Good morning, it's time for breakfast, which is included by booking through Hotel Collection, and it's pretty solid. This technically is my second plate, we're kind of wrapping up now, but the hot items are okay. Fruits are pretty good though. Pastries are a bit mixed, but I've liked it. I think Mandy's been more on the fence. But yeah, pretty wide selection from kind of Western breakfast items, a lot of Hawaiian options as well. Croissants, bread, also some Japanese ones, miso soup. Onsen egg was pretty good. In contrast, the miso soup was a bit salty. I think the highlight though is going to be the omelet station. Amazing technique, great guy, and yeah, would definitely recommend getting it. Tasted delicious. I feel like in Hawaii, you can never really go wrong with fruits. They just taste delicious here. One thing I really liked was the coffee jelly. It's not sweet, so it is like coffee, but yeah, pretty delicious. One big thing to note is that even though the restaurant itself is pretty big, they're only seating people in the first half, the ones by the window. Even though there might be seats, you might be waiting to get sat. We ended up waiting about 15 to 20 minutes. Also be cautious of the buffet hours. So on Sunday in particular, they close a lot earlier. Main reason being that they have a brunch afterwards. So you pretty much want to wake up super early because you're finding everyone else who also has to get up early. And yeah, I think everyone's going to try to come about an hour before close. To be fair though, pretty good view, and I get why they would want to sit people with this instead of just in a corner in the back. There's something about eating food and just staring out, even if it's just a boat dock. Coffee's also included, pretty good, and let's try some guava juice real fast. It's okay. Omelet though is the move. This is our second one that we're sharing, so we pretty much each got one. Gonna finish this off and see you in a bit. Okay, so we have the $100 credit to use still. This area is part of the coffee shop, so it should be fine. It better be because the coffee is pretty expensive, but it is on our list to buy. Kona blend is what's recommended, so this one's 25% Kona blend, and 7 ounce is already $22, 12 ounce is $31. If you want 100% Kona, you're looking at about $40 and $65 for the larger 12 ounce. Extra fancy, even fancier, is going to be $43 and $68. And then the rarest of Hawaiian coffees
Waikiki berry is going to be $46.70. I do kind of want to try this one, but then I've also heard really good things about the Kona blend. Funny enough, even if you go down all the way here to 10% Hawaiian coffee blend, it's still 14 and 22. Is this no percent? 0% Kona? Then that's like 10 and 18, which is what we're kind of more used to.
We're grabbing a quick bite before heading to Electric Beach. We're at the Penguin store. So it's pretty much a mega mart of sorts. There's a lot of things to buy, but the one here has even a grocery store, and it's pretty awesome. We picked up a bunch of poke, dessert, and 2 bodyboards. Bodyboards were about 15 bucks, and it was 10 bucks per hour to rent, so might as well just buy them. Let's give the food a try. First up is the fresh hamachi poke. That's solid, super fresh and delicious. Not too overwhelming with other flavors going on here, which is nice. Next up is the ahi tornado. That one's not bad, but a lot of other flavors and a bit overwhelming. I think it would go super good with rice though. Last up is the fresh ahi limu poke. This one's delicious. Pretty much tastes like the sea in a good way, and a bit more expensive than the other ones, but I'd recommend getting a bit of it. If I had to rank it, this one's number 1, then the first one, and then the second one. Second one's not bad, but these ones are better. Gonna finish this up and we'll show you dessert.
A few moments later.
For dessert, we ended up getting a strawberry sandwich with heavy whipped cream. This is a pretty famous item that Mandy's been trying to get for a long time, and want to try it because we're here. It is pretty messy and looks like it's been eaten because Mandy already took a few bites, but let's give it a try. Exactly what it sounds like. Super heavy cream. It is pretty tasty. Probably not healthy for you. I don't think I get it again. I like the strawberries, I like the cream. Not really a fan of the white bread. So for me, I think it's a pass. I'd probably get a cake or something instead. Also got some Vita Coco. Vita Coco of mango. Haven't had it this way before. Pretty good. Okay, we're gonna head to Electric Beach. I think I might still have snorkel face, so don't mind that. Just finished up at Electric Beach and it was a lot of fun. The main attraction is going to be the 2 pipes where hot water comes out of, or warm water, and a lot of fish congregate around there for that reason. The area kind of feels like a mini jacuzzi, so not that hot, but still comparably warm compared to the ocean. It's also kind of interesting because you have this weird contrast of certain areas where it's warm and then other ones where it's ice cold. Main reason for this is because there is a power plant that's nearby. It takes cold water in to use and pushes hot water out. And yeah, fish and turtles congregate in the area. There are a bunch of turtles. I think there were 2 or 3, and they're super cute. They're also pretty friendly. I think they're used to seeing people, so pretty chill. Definitely a fun time. I think if you are in Waikiki Beach, it's well worth the 30 or 40 minute drive out here just to see this. Probably still a bit touristy compared to North Shore, but it's not Waikiki Beach, so that's a nice mix up. On our way up to dinner to the North Shore, we stopped by the Dole Plantation. Initially, we didn't plan to come here because reviews weren't great and most people suggested skipping it. Since it was near closing time and also raining and we found parking, we figured, why not? The main attractions are going to be the Garden Maze, Train Tour, Garden Tour, and Dole Whip. Dole Whip is the most iconic treat at the Dole Plantation. It's basically pineapple flavored soft serve. We picked one up after checking out the gift shop and I was a happy camper. I almost picked up a pineapple Hello Kitty for my sister, but wasn't sure if she'd like it. Dole Whip was solid and a great pickup if you're driving through and want a quick snack. Dinner was at Tanaka Kahuku Shrimp, which is known for its farm fresh shrimp. I didn't know this until a friend told us, but the shrimps are grown on site in ponds located right behind the food stand. This means you're eating some of the freshest seafood available on the island. Mandy got the garlic butter shrimp, which was good, solid 7 out of 10. I got the sweet and spicy one, which I liked a lot better, probably 8, maybe 8.5, and delicious. If you're in the North Shore, it's a must try to me and a great way to experience local cuisine. Another good option if you want local Hawaiian flavors and ingredients is Olili Restaurant. This is on the 2nd floor of Waikiki Market and takes traditional flavors, but gives it a modern twist. Olili in Hawaiian means sparkling or shining. The restaurant wants to shine a light on classical Hawaiian fare. Dishes are on the pricey end, but if you're looking for an upscale way through a menu, then this is perfect. Great atmosphere as well, and good spot to catch up with good company. The Ritz Carlton Residences is one of the newer luxury developments in Waikiki. It was purpose-built and completed in 2018 and features 552 residential units. It's centrally located in the heart of Waikiki, in a short walk from the beach, and also high-end shopping at Luxury Row. Design-wise, it feels super elegant and just understated classy. Feature-wise, the focus is on luxury amenities, but for the extended stay traveler. A big reason for this is because it's not really a traditional hotel, but a residential property that offers residences. These are private residences that are individually owned, but you can make them available for short-term rental through Ritz Carlton management. If you want to get a feel for living in Waikiki in a luxury apartment, this is one of the best ways to do it.
Welcome to the Ritz Carlton residence. Let's check out the view. This is a partial ocean view room, 1 king bed, and it's pretty amazing. Down there you have the pool, which is 24/7 and pretty fancy. Outside there's a few loungers and chairs if you want to enjoy the view, the water, or people watch. Over here is a table to get some work done, and a bunch of chairs if you are entertaining and want to hang out, play card games, or just relax. Sir, what's your name? What do you do for a living?
My name's Seth, and I make short-form finance videos for a living.
Where can people find you?
On TikTok at Seth.Godwin or Instagram at SethGodwin.
Giant TV over here, table over here, which is great for card games or to have a meal. One thing I really like about a lot of the hotels in Hawaii, especially in Waikiki, is that they do have a long-term setup. So they pretty much all have sinks and also stovetops. So if you don't feel like eating out, then that's a great option. Or if you just have some leftovers, you can heat it back up. In addition, there is an oven, which is pretty nice and fancy looking. Garbage over here, pretty straightforward. And also a dishwasher, that way you don't have to hand wash anything. Tons of cups and plates and pretty much everything you need. Toaster, blender, and also a kettle. And a giant box of utensils. If you're worried about cooking and making it smelly, don't, because there is the whole suction system here, and they're pretty high-end and advanced and does an amazing job. If you want to keep your work life and personal life a bit separate, there is a divider here, and that kind of means you can have like 2 separate areas, which is a really nice feature. Bed over here, super comfortable and pretty much feels like you're on a cloud. If you are someone that likes stiffer beds though, might not be the best. Closet over here with some extra blankets, pillows, and also, as always, a robe. I am a bit surprised that it's unbranded though, so it's MGM Resorts branded instead of like Ritz Carlton. A lot of hotels in Hawaii are timeshares, so it'll be an investor that buys the place, but then they'll otherwise let the hotel, Ritz Carlton here, run it and make money. So it's kind of like passive income or a rental. My guess is that this is the owner's closet because it is locked and it's pretty sizable. That way the owner can come and visit and have the stuff they need in here without having to bring as much stuff. Secondary TV over here, a bit smaller, but perfectly positioned for the bed, and that way you can enjoy it with either yourself or your player too. Over here is a notepad with an elephant on it. If you don't want to bring too much stuff, one of the other big draws is that there is a washer and a dryer, so you can pretty much have half the clothes and you can wash stuff midway through and you're good to go. They also do provide soap and everything else you need. Generally, it can be a bit loud, so I would recommend running it when you're out for dinner or midday. That way it's not in your ear. One really good thing about the Ritz Carlton is that the views are all pretty solid, so all the rooms are going to be facing this side and you can actually see the ocean. This side is more of a city view, so the hallway is back here and the rooms face outwards. Right now we're in this room, which is pretty consistent with the other ones on this floor, outside of some of the mega ones. Bathroom over here, and let's do the tub test. So this definitely passes the tub test to me. I can perfectly fit in and I have enough room for my legs, and if anything, it's pretty much perfect, like it exactly fits me in. I guess I wouldn't mind a bit more room where I could kind of lay down here, but it works. It's better than other ones where I can't even stretch my legs. One potential disadvantage though is if you're tall, because it's not the tallest here. So I can readily touch the ceiling, double sink over here, and gigantic mirror. Also cute little plants that they include in the room to add a touch of color. Lastly is going to be the toilet. This is one of the better models. It doesn't open up by itself, but ton of features, and it's also heated. Pretty comfortable throne. Shaving kit, vanity kit, soaps are from D Boutique, mouthwash is from Olas, and other lotion stuff is also from D Boutique. Same thing with the shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. Pretty solid stuff.
The Ritz Carlton Residences has a lot of features. There's the main infinity pool, which offers great views of the Pacific Ocean, lounge chairs, and private cabanas, super calm and peaceful at night. There's also an adults-only pool as well, which is more traditional but checks the same boxes to me. The focus is on tranquility and calmness. There's also a fancy spa area if you're looking for massages, facials, and other body treatments. The fitness center here is amazing. High-end fitness equipment, whether you're looking to do cardio, strength training, free weights, or a ton of other machines. There's also a bunch of restaurants with Sushi Show being the highlight. This is a Michelin-starred sushi restaurant that offers an authentic Idami-style sushi experience. Overall, Waikiki offers a ton of options for accommodations, ranging from Airbnbs all the way up to mega resorts like the Hilton Waikiki, and it's more than 2,800 rooms. Outside of those though, I think these are two gems I personally like that are a bit off the beaten path. Prince offers great views, nice rooms, and fair prices, the disadvantage being location and distance. Ritz Carlton Residences offers amazing rooms and S-tier location, but for more money. If you're paying out of pocket, then it depends on your budget. I would probably lean towards Prince, but your mileage may vary. If you are going for the Ritz, then check Amex FHR, Fine Hotels and Resorts, or promotions. In the past, we've seen free nights for longer stays, and a few weeks ago they were offering an additional $300 property credit per stay, minimum of 1 night, or travel in the fall. If you're using an 85k point-free night certificate from the Amex Bonvoy Brilliant, then Ritz Carlton Residences can be good value. If just using points, I would run the numbers and make sure it's above your watermark target. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website asksebby.com and down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a crown emoji in the comments down below and I'll try to heart it and respond. 2 questions for you. Number 1, who would you give the crown to? Prince or Ritz Carlton Residences? So, which would you book? Number 2, what other hotels should we check out next time we visit Hawaii? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favor, thumbs up, consider subscribing, but otherwise, hope you liked it. See you next time.